Have you ever felt that no matter how much you save, the money just disappears? Does it feel like there's an invisible hole in your pocket? Well, you are not alone. Most people lose money every day, but they don't even realize it. Today, I'm going to show you 7 ways this happens, and I guarantee you, some of them will surprise you. So, stay with me until the end, because the last tip could be the game changer you so desperately need. Imagine this. You are in the market. The shopping list is short, but when it arrives at the checkout, the bill is much higher than expected. What happened? Simple. Those little extras that you picked up without thinking, the chocolate bar, the juice on sale, or that gourmet condiment that seemed indispensable, were piling up. This is the first leak of money. Impulse spending. They are insidious because they seem harmless. After all, what are a few extra dollars? But the truth is that over the course of the month, these small slips can add up to a frightening amount. To solve this, try to get into the habit of planning your purchases and, more importantly, sticking to the plan. It seems simple, but it requires discipline. And an effective trick is to never go to the store hungry. Seriously, it can save your budget. Now, before we continue, a quick break. If you like this type of content and want to learn more about how to take better care of your money, take advantage now and subscribe to the channel. This way, you don't miss any new videos. Another way that many people lose money without realizing it is on subscriptions that they no longer use. How many services do you pay for monthly? Streaming, gyms, apps. If you do the math, you could be spending a small fortune on things you don't even use. This is because these subscriptions are designed to be easy to sign up for and difficult to cancel. The tip here is simple. Do an audit. Take your bank statement and review everything that is being debited. Ask yourself, do I really use this? If the answer is no, cancel. And speaking of things that go unnoticed, have you ever stopped to think about the electricity in your home? The third common mistake is wasting energy. Lights on in empty rooms, electronic devices in standby mode, or that air conditioning that stays on all day. All of this weighs on the bill at the end of the month. The solution? Make it a habit to turn off the lights when leaving a room. Turn off devices that are not in use. And, if possible, invest in LED bulbs, which are more economical. Small changes can bring big savings. While you reflect on these tips, enjoy this video. This helps the content reach more people, and we are even more motivated to bring you useful tips. Now, let's talk about something that affects practically everyone. Bank fees. They often go unnoticed because they come disguised as account maintenance or service fees. But, believe me, there are alternatives to avoid this type of expense. Today, there are digital banks that offer accounts with no fees and credit cards with no annual fee. Why pay for something you can have for free? The tip here is to research and compare. If you're still paying bank fees, it might be time to reconsider. And since we're talking about automatic payments, another dangerous trap is interest for late bills. It seems obvious, but delaying paying an invoice is like throwing money away. Interest can be high, and fines, even small ones, accumulate over time. The solution? Automate your payments. Set up automatic debit, or at least use reminders on your cell phone so you don't miss deadlines. Now, I want to know, of these tips so far, which one made the most sense to you? Comment below. I read every comment and love knowing how I can help you even more. Finally, I want to bring you something that you might not even realize, but that could be draining your finances. Purchases in installments. They seem like a good idea because they dilute the cost several times, but they hide a trap. Often, you end up buying more than you should because the installment amount seems small. This creates a false sense that everything is under control. And when you realize you already have several installments compromising your budget. Before paying in installments, ask yourself, do I really need this now? Can I pay in cash? If the answer is no, it might be best to wait. And if you've made it this far, how about sharing this video with someone special? It could be that friend who keeps complaining that money doesn't last, or that family member who needs a little help to organize their finances. Sharing knowledge is also an act of generosity. Another way to lose money without realizing it is with the famous discount coupons. Yes, you didn't read it wrong. Coupons may seem like a way to save money, but if used without planning, they end up becoming traps. Imagine you receive a coupon for 20% off a product. This sounds great at first, but do you really need this product? Many times, people buy things that weren't even in their plans just because they saw an unmissable promotion. Here's a tip. Only use coupons if the product in question was already on your list of needs. If not, the discount could turn into an unnecessary expense. And speaking of spending without realizing it, let's talk about eating out. The habit of ordering delivery or having lunch at restaurants can be a real trap for your budget. A quick meal here, a special coffee there. At the end of the month, the numbers can be scary. This doesn't mean you need to cut out these moments completely, but rather find a balance. Try cooking more at home. In addition to being more economical, it can also be a relaxing and even fun activity, especially if you involve your family or friends in the process. Oh, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This way, you don't miss any valuable tips like this. Now, let's address something that is often off our radar: preventive maintenance. Cars, appliances, plumbing. All of these require regular care. Skipping maintenance may seem like a savings in the short term, but in the long term, the costs are much higher. For example, changing your car's oil on time can prevent you from having to deal with serious mechanical problems in the future. The same goes for a small leak in the sink, or that appliance that is working a little poorly. The sooner you take care of it, the less you will have to spend on repairs. And while we're talking about care, let's get into a more psychological topic: emotional financial decisions. Do you know when you are sad and decide to buy something as compensation? Or, on the contrary, when you're super happy and end up spending without thinking? Emotions can be great enemies of our finances. Before making any purchase, try to ask yourself, am I buying this because I really need it, or because I am trying to fill a void? Often, a simple moment of reflection can save you from unnecessary expenses. While you reflect on this, why not like the video and comment on which of these tips has helped you the most so far? Your interaction makes all the difference and helps this content reach more people. Another way to lose money, and this is quite common, is not comparing prices. Whether shopping at the market, purchasing a product online, or even hiring services, rushing can be expensive. With the internet, it's easier than ever to compare prices and find the best deals. And, in addition to comparing, don't forget to check the quality of what you are buying. Sometimes the cheapest option can be more expensive if the product is of low quality and needs to be replaced quickly. And now, a tip that gets straight to the point. Don't underestimate the impact of small amounts. You know that daily coffee, or that fee that seems insignificant on the statement? They may be small individually, but when added together, they add up to a big hole in the budget. Try calculating these expenses throughout the month or year. Often, just by seeing the numbers, you will automatically change your habits. And, of course, if you think these tips could help someone you know, share this video with them. Sometimes a single piece of information can make all the difference in someone's life. To close, I want to bring up an important reflection. A lack of financial planning is perhaps the biggest way to lose money without realizing it. When you don't know exactly where your money is going, it's easy to lose control. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Start by writing down your expenses in a notebook, spreadsheet, or app. The simple act of recording will make you more aware of your habits and help you identify where to cut excesses. Taking care of your money doesn't have to be a daunting task. With small, daily changes, you can completely transform your relationship with finances. And, most importantly, money is a tool to make your dreams come true, and not something that should cause you constant stress or worry. So, now that you've learned these 7 ways to lose money without realizing it, tell me, which one have you identified in your life? And which one will start to change today? I'm curious to know. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share this content. So, together, we can help more people take better care of their money and build a more peaceful financial life. Until next time.